Your savings account feels safe, but it may be making you poor. And today, I'm going to prove it with numbers. Because what I'm about to show you has potentially cost the average American hundreds of thousands of dollars over their lifetime. And almost nobody talks about it. By the end of this video, you will know exactly where your money should go, when it should go there, and why this one decision can completely change your financial future. Let's talk about what a savings account actually is. A savings account is a place to store money safely. That's it. It is not designed to build long-term wealth. Right now, the national average savings account rate is still under 0.4% per year. Some high-yield savings accounts pay significantly more, but the national average remains extremely low. That means if you put $10,000 into an average savings account today, you would earn only around $39 over the next year. $39. Meanwhile, inflation has recently hovered around 3 to 4%, so your $10,000 needs to earn roughly $300 to $400 per year just to maintain its purchasing power. You're earning $39, you need $300. That means you are slowly falling behind, even though your account balance looks bigger. This is what I call the invisible loss. Your balance does not collapse overnight, but your purchasing power quietly shrinks year after year, and most people never notice it happening. Now let's talk about investing, specifically low-cost index fund investing, the kind that tracks the S&P 500. Historically, over long periods of time, the S&P 500 has averaged around 10% annual returns. Not every year. Some years the market goes up 20%, some years it crashes. But over decades, the long-term average has been around 10% annually. Now let's compare the two with real numbers. You have $10,000, you leave it in an average savings account, earning 0.39%. 20 years later, you barely have more purchasing power than when you started. Now imagine that same $10,000 invested into an S&P 500 index fund, earning roughly a 10% average annual return. After 20 years, that money could grow to roughly $67,000 from the same starting amount. The difference is life-changing, and it all came from one decision, where you put the money. Now let's talk about monthly investing, because most people do not have $10,000 sitting around, and that's completely fine. Say you invest $200 every month starting at age 25. At roughly a 10% average annual return by age 55, 30 years later, you could have around $450,000. $200 per month, around $500,000 over time. That is the power of compound growth. And this is not about getting rich quickly. It's about giving your money enough time to grow. Now here's the question everyone asks. What about risk? Investing can go down? My savings account feels safe, and that's true. Savings accounts are FDIC insured up to $250,000. Your money is protected. But here's the risk most people never think about, the risk of never investing at all, because doing nothing is still a financial decision. If you keep all your money sitting in a savings account for decades, inflation slowly destroys its value. You may reach retirement with far less purchasing power than you expected. That loss is slow, invisible, and almost guaranteed over long enough periods of time. Yes, the stock market moves up and down, but historically, diversified long-term investors who stayed invested through crashes and recessions have generally come out ahead over long periods of time. The people who panic and sell during downturns are usually the ones who lock in losses. The people who stay patient give themselves the highest probability of success. So what's the actual answer? Use both, but use them for different jobs. Here's the simple rule. Your savings account is for money you may need within the next 1 to 3 years. Emergency fund, down payment, unexpected expenses. That money stays safe and accessible, ideally in a high-yield savings account. Some examples include high-yield savings accounts from companies like Marcus or SoFi, which often pay significantly more than the national average. Your investment account is for money you will not touch for at least 5 years. Retirement, long-term wealth, financial freedom. That money gets invested and allowed to grow over time. Most people do the opposite. They keep everything in savings because it feels safe. And as a result, they never build meaningful wealth. Many financially successful people understand this rule and follow it consistently. Now you do too. In the next video, I'm going to show you exactly how to open your first investment account step by step, even if you're starting with as little as $1. No experience needed. If this video helped you, hit subscribe. Videos every week, no jargon, no fake gurus, no get-rich-quick nonsense, just what actually works. And drop a comment below. How much do you currently have in a savings account? And has this video changed how you think about it? I read every single comment. See you in the next one. This video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always consult a licensed financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Past performance does not guarantee future results.